Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. I just got a notification on my Ring doorbell that there is a delivery at the house, and that can only mean one thing. My wife is gonna be mad at me again. Let's take a look. Ooh, I can see it now. Let me show you. We got a new delivery, boys. I have to say it's my favorite thing every time the doorbell goes off, because around my house I'm always getting car parts delivered. Let's get this in the house before the wife finds out. Mission accomplished. So I know what that is. You guys don't know what it is yet, but I know what it is, and I'm gonna give you a sneak peek of what we got in store. We're gonna be making some changes right here to the front of the truck, so stay tuned. Ooh, we got a little bit of a mess going on from our toy drive. All right, let's take a second to clean up this mess, and then we'll get into today's video. All right, so now that we got the shop cleaned up, let's grab that box, let's bring it over here, and let's get it unboxed. She's a big one. This is the new grill for our 2019 Ford F-150. I'm gonna unbox this, show it to you guys, and we're gonna go through an install process to show you exactly how to put it on your truck. And let's get into it, man. Let's not waste any more time. I mean, they do an awesome job at packing this thing really well. Nice and light grill, I have to say. Tons of foam blocks. Great instruction manual. Comes with a wiring harness. I'm guessing a new emblem for the front. Oh, don't want to lose our hardware. All right, let's get this thing open and check it out. Look how cool that is. That's gonna make our truck look tough. Actually show it a little bit better to you over here. Let's take a look at this thing. Man, this thing is awesome. That's definitely more of that aggressive look we're going for. Really beautiful. Very strong feeling. All right, let's go grab our truck, bring it into the shop, and I'm gonna take you guys through the steps of how to remove your factory grill and install this grill from AM Off-Road. Make sure we pop the hood. Take a plastic pry tool. You wanna come over here, get underneath the edge of these clips, slide it under, pull up, and just remove those clips as you go. On these ones that are back here, they're a little harder to get to. There's three of them that run down here. Grab a pick. That'll just help you to get them popped. Then you can get your tool in there. All right, now that we got that loose, we want to make sure that it's not held down anywhere else. And then this piece just actually slides right off. You're gonna need a 10mm this time, and there's 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. You wanna go ahead and remove those. All right, now right here you have a sensor that you have to be careful with. You wanna make sure you unplug this now while you have the opportunity. Little tab you have to push in here on the side, push in, and it comes right off. There is actually a little Christmas tree clip that holds this harness to the grill. So next thing we need to do is there's actually a bolt inside of the fender well that we have to remove. So it's a 7mm socket. Grab your 7mm socket and just remove that one bolt. You're gonna wanna make sure that you actually remove this on both sides. Now next thing we need to do is we actually have to remove and pry this off. A little trick I'll teach you guys is take a blue shop rag, fold it up and put it next to the side here. You're actually gonna pull here on the side of the fender flare, and in here, right here, if I can get it to focus, there's one more of those plastic pop rivets that you're gonna have to pull out. Make sure you do that on both sides. You got both fender flares loose. You remove the plastic rivet, just grab a head here, give it a little shake. Be careful of your fender flares, and you can go ahead and pull it right off. Probably a little bit easier if you have 2 people to do this job, for this part at least. Not saying you can't do it as one guy, but you want to make sure you don't scratch anything. So sometimes things don't come off right away, and that's always a good sign that you should stop, take a second to look and see what's going on. And if you look right here, there's actually a 10mm bolt that needs to be removed. So grab our socket, put it in there. Now that we have the bolts actually removed, now it should be the easy part. Ah, look at how much better that is. Take your time to not damage anything. There we go. There's the grill. So we brought the grills over to the workbench. We got the old one over here, and we got the new one. And let's take a look at some of the differences. So what you can see here is that the new one is actually just a front cover. We need to remove all of these components off the factory grill and transfer them over, the inner parts. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to want to remove, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these plastic rivets that we have to remove off the top of this grill. So next step, you're going to grab your 10mm and you're going to actually remove these 2 bolts on each side. Also a little bit of an 8mm bolt that hides down here. Also, you're going to want to remove, there's Christmas tree clips all along this bottom part. Remove that, so this way you can expose the bottom. You're going to see right here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plastic retainer clips that actually hold the front of the grill onto the housing with the flaps. So you want to give it a little bit of a pry and take your plastic pry tool and push in on the sides there, and they will be able to pop and you'll be able to remove the grill. Very carefully lift up. Next, we're going to want to remove these screws, if you can see them. There's 1, 2, 3, and that's going to get us our emblem off. They're just little plastic caps, little plastic cap nuts. And our front Ford emblem will just come right off. Let's get this one out of the way. It's basically a line, so it can only go one way. Plate's going to go on. We're going to take our new emblem, or our old emblem, slide it on. Look how good that looks. Now I did put down the bubble wrap that it came with because I just don't want to scratch anything up on the new grill. So I'm going to flip this over very carefully, put a little bit of pressure on the back of that, and I'm going to reinstall these. Now there are some components you're going to actually have to transfer over, some of those being the retainer clips from the OEM grill. They're actually going to pry them off with a screwdriver from underneath on the old ones, and you're going to take them and put them on and just push them right down on the new one. So we're going to transfer over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys can see here that they have really nice LED lights for all the marker lights. Nice weather connectors. And this all comes with that proprietary wiring harness that they give us. Next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pre-run your wiring harness. So we're going to take the end of our wiring harness that they supply, and we're actually going to slide it underneath here. And from this side, you're going to reach your hand in, which will be the driver's side of the truck, and pull it through. Plug these in right now. Nice weather tight connectors. Now that we have the factory grill, we're going to take it and slowly lay it over. At this moment, we're going to take our plastic retainer clips, line them up from the top, and lock them down. Now with a little bit of patience and some wire ties, I was able to very neatly run the wiring loom down here, across through here, and out the side, because it's going to connect into the driver's side, the headlight switch, so that when the headlights are on, we're going to have these 3 LEDs, 1, 2, 3, light up as they should. All right, guys, we got everything done with the grill. The next thing we need to do is we need to remove this headlight so that we can hook up to the back of it to get our wiring done. So there's going to be 2 bolts on the side, on the top, and 2 bolts on the bottom. So this bottom air dam here, there is a little piece where you have to get your pry tool in, and you're going to want to push down to help free that headlight from being trapped. Then the headlight itself will become free, and at that point you're going to be able to wiggle the headlight out of the car. Now that we have the headlight loose, on the back side of the headlight, there's going to be some clips. We're just going to remove those clips for right now. Very easily remove the headlight off the car. You're going to want to run the wiring through the back. So you have 3 connectors. You have one that's for the blinker, one that's for the headlight, high and low, and then one for the marker. I made my connections. Red goes to power, black goes to ground. At this point, we got the marker lights hooked up. We double checked them. We made sure they were good. We're gonna do everything in reverse now. We're gonna go ahead and make sure we put on all of our fasteners, make sure we put on all of our Christmas tree clips, but most importantly, you wanna make sure that you do this part right now and double check that your lights are actually working. All right, guys, so it's the next morning. We finished the install of the grill last night, but we weren't able to really get a good look at it because it was dark. So come with me real fast. We're gonna give the truck a quick wash. Then I'm gonna show you the finished product and let you guys know whether I think you should buy this grill, whether it be for one of your loved ones or for yourself personally. Spoiler alert, I think it's an awesome grill. But let's give the truck a quick wash and I'll show you what it looks like. I want to say thank you guys for being here. Thanks for following the channel. We're trying to up our quality, if you're able to tell. We're getting new cameras, new microphones, really just trying to step Herman Motorsports up to the next level. Gonna be tons of new content coming out soon. We're gonna have Lamborghini content. We're gonna have truck content. My dad is getting ready to put together a bunch of content on his car collection. He's got Lotuses, he's got classic cars, some exotic cars, really some cool stuff. And we are watching and seeing what you guys are putting in the short comments, and I promise you we are doing a video on the 1926 Hot Rod. That's gonna be one of my next ones I do. I hope you like the way the grill came out. I think it looks awesome. I wanna take a second to thank our friends at American Modified again. Check them out at amoffroad.com. They have all your products that you may need for your trucks or your Jeeps. They got a lot of cool stuff. So make sure you guys go check it out. There'll be a link down below in the video. So thanks for being here. I'm gonna go grab a beer because that's the best part of hanging out in a garage when you're done with a project. But I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. See you next time. Hey, have you subscribed yet? I'm waiting on you. Come on, what are you waiting for? Let's go.